Hey, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can stand out as a OnlyFans creator. This is going to be a bit of a different video. It's obviously filmed different. I'm filming this directly screen recording with the webcam, so that's why the quality isn't as good. Yeah, let's get into it. So if you've ever looked around on OnlyFans or on social media and felt like everyone else looks the same, posts the same, or acts the same, this video is for you. Because obviously the fastest way to blend in and disappear in the industry is by copying what everyone else is doing. And the fastest way to grow and more and actually build a loyal fan base is by standing out, right? So today we're going to deep dive into how to stop being a carbon copy of every other creator and how to use psychology to make people remember you and how to build a brand that people want to pay for. So the problem with copy-paste creators: scroll through any social platform, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter, and you will notice it. The same captions, the same poses, the same subscribe to my OF bio, same outfits, same filters, same style of talking. Everyone's trying to be the next version of someone else, and it never works long term. Don't get me wrong, in the short term, this can work to initially build up a little bit, but it's never going to get you far. So when people can't tell you apart from the last 5 creators they saw, their brain literally stops paying attention. This isn't just theory, this is actually psychology. So the human brain is wired to ignore repetition and focus on novelty. It's called selective attention. Your brain filters out anything that looks or feels the same to conserve energy. So if your content looks like everyone else's, you're literally training your audience to scroll past you. Standing out isn't about being louder or showing more, it's about being memorable. So what does standing out actually mean? So when I say stand out, most creators think that means wearing something crazy or posting something wild, but standing out isn't about being shocking, it's about being specific. So for example, making someone feel like, oh, I know exactly who she is, I get her vibe. Standing out means people can describe you in one sentence, like, she's the gamer girl who talks to her fans like they're best friends. He's the gym guy who mixes thirst traps with funny gym fails. Or she's the tattooed alt girl who gives dating advice between her spicy clips. That's identity, that's branding, and that's what's going to make you unforgettable. So, the copycat trap. Let's talk about why people copy in the first place. So, usually it comes down to fear. You see someone doing well, and you automatically think, if I just do what they do, I'm going to get the same results, right? It's kind of like a safety mechanism. But the truth is, when you copy someone's strategy, you're also copying their audience's expectations. You might get some attention at first, like I said earlier, but you're never going to get that loyalty because people already have the original. It's the same reason you might love your favourite artist, but you don't care about every sound-alike artist who tries to imitate them. Fans can feel authenticity. Even subconsciously, people know when someone's being themselves versus playing a character that doesn't fit them. And the creators who make real money long term, they all build from their own identity and not someone else's. So your uniqueness is actually like a currency. Every creator has something that makes them different, but most people bury the difference because they think it's not marketable enough. Maybe you're awkward on camera, maybe you're shy, maybe you're funny without trying to be, and those things are gold. You can't manufacture real personality, but you can lean into it. So, real life examples, Belle Delphine, everyone knows Belle Delphine. She didn't just sell content, she sold her character, the soft, anime, slightly unhinged gamer girl that no one else was doing at the time. And then Corinna, she built a following, being part of the YouTube world and showing her personality before she launched her OF, and her audience already knew her vibe very well. They didn't hide their personalities, they amplified them, and that's how they became brands, not just creators. You really want to get out of the I'm just a creator mentality, and you really want to get in the I'm a brand mentality. So, the psychology of memorability. So, let's talk about how to actually be memorable, because this is where psychology really matters. So, there are 3 things that make people remember you: distinctiveness, consistency, and emotional connection. So let's break it down. Distinctiveness means when people scroll, something about your content makes them pause. It could be editing style, it could be your voice, your energy, your niche, your humour, but it has to be recognisably you. Think of it like a signature. When someone sees your post, they should know it's you before they even read your name. And then consistency. The human brain builds memory through repetition. If you're constantly changing your vibe or trying to jump on every new trend, no one can form a mental connection with you. Consistency builds familiarity, and familiarity builds trust. Trust turns into purchases, and then emotional connection. Facts don't sell, feelings do. When someone feels like they know you, they're far more likely to spend compared to if they feel like they don't know you. The reason emotional connection works is because of a psychological principle called parasocial bonding. I talk about this in most of my videos. It's when someone feels a one-sided emotional relationship with a person they follow. Creators who share just enough about their life, opinions, or struggles create that emotional bridge. And that's what keeps fans around even when they're not posting every single day. So how can you find your main character energy? If you want to stand out, you need to find what makes you the main character in your story. That means defining your persona, your aesthetic, and your tone. So ask yourself, what do people really say about me? What kind of energy do I naturally give off? What makes me different from 99% of creators in my space? What topics, hobbies, or vibes could I lean into more? Maybe you're the sweet girl next door. Maybe you're the mysterious, quiet one. Maybe you're the chaotic, funny one. There is no wrong answer as long as it's you. And once you figured it out, every single piece of content should reinforce that identity. Your captions, your DMs, your outfits, your lighting, everything should tell the same story. You don't want to be doing like loads of different things at once. Initially though, you can test out different verticals just to see what works for you, and then you can obviously implement your personality into those verticals. Another thing as well, don't just sell, you need to make people relate. So here's where most creators mess up. They think they're selling photos and videos, but that's not the case. You're selling a connection. Fans don't stay subscribed because of how you look, they stay because of how you make them feel. When you show personality, humour, vulnerability, or even just consistency, people attach emotionally and they start to root for you. Once someone roots for you, they'll support you financially because they want to see you win. This is why personality-driven creators consistently outperform pretty but generic ones, because when everyone looks good, connection's going to be the thing that separates you. So, balancing trend and authenticity. Now, I'm not saying don't use trends because trends still work really well. I'm just saying to use them in your own voice. So if there's a viral sound or video format, put your own spin on it. Don't just copy everyone else. If the trend is outfit changes, add some humour or make it about your persona. The goal is to fit in enough that people notice you, but stand out enough that they remember you. You can't go viral by being invisible, but you can't be unforgettable by being identical. So you need to build a mini brand around yourself. Think of your creator identity as a small brand. Ask yourself, what would my brand colours be if I had to choose? What 3 words describe my vibe? What's something people could associate with me instantly? Maybe like a phrase, a symbol, or an energy. Even small details make a difference, like using the same emojis, intro phrases, or text styles in your captions. It builds that recognition. Fans start to feel like they know you, and that's what keeps them engaged long term. And it's also not just about the public content on like social media. Standing out happens in private messages as well on Onlyfans. Most chatters and creators send the same boring lines. Hey baby, how's your day? Do you want to see something naughty? Fans get those from like 10 creators a day, so you need to stand out. To do that, you need to use psychology and personalization. So remember, people crave validation, not attention. They don't want to just see content, they want to feel seen. So instead of, hey baby, try saying, you disappeared on me, I missed you. You always say the nicest things, you spoil me too much. You were the first person I thought of when I shot this. It triggers emotional attachment and makes you feel real in their mind. And that's what's going to create loyalty, and that's what turns fans into regular spenders, and then eventually big spenders. So you need to stop copying and start creating. At the end of the day, standing out isn't about reinventing the wheel, it's about owning your own version of it. You already have something that makes you different, you just have to stop hiding it and worrying too much. The most successful creators in the industry don't win because they're the prettiest or the most explicit. They win because they've built a world that people want to be a part of. So stop being the next version of someone else and be the first version of you, because no one can compete with that. If you found this video helpful, comment below what you think makes you stand out as a creator. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and remember, the goal isn't to blend in, it's to be unforgettable.